So we are going to have Howard Stern is going to be here this morning, WNBC.
Oh, yeah.
Got fired last week. He's on his way over here. I want to play a tape from a convention. We had the National Association of Broadcasters convened in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and I was the one who made a tape copy. I think it's the only one around. I made one tape copy yesterday, so there are now two. But this is a copy of my own personal microphone, which I carry everywhere, and everybody always makes fun of me for carrying that mic. But I was on the spot for this convention. There was Larry King, was the moderator. Larry King, the talk show host. And Howard Stern was one of the jabronis on stage, along with Rick Dees. Now, Howard Stern is a disc jockey at WNBC in New York. Rick Dees is a disc jockey at KISS FM in L.A., also television personality who was the host of Solid Gold. You can always say was about everything. We always shift around. We're like gypsies in this business. If I had it to do all over again, I'd live in an RV. So, speaking of that, RV in the afternoon will be here. RV Holiday. Be sure to listen to him. I forgot to plug him. All right, now, we have a tape of this convention, the NAB, with Howard Stern and Larry King and Rick Dees. And the topic for this particular meeting was make money with your mouth. And they were talking about everything. I played a couple of bits yesterday. I want to play one more now. This is one of the little conversations they had.
Okay. I'll ask some questions, and we'll take questions from the audience. Just raise your hands. We don't have mics out in the audience, so just sing it out. Howard, does it take guts for a general manager to employ you?
Of course not. I'm an easygoing guy. In fact, as I look around this room, there's about 25 people who have all fired me. And I thought kind of an interesting thing to do this afternoon would be to pick a few of those people out and talk to them. Now, I don't know. All right, first off, a guy who actually suspended me, then fired me, is Don Davis from DC 101, and I know he's here. Can he stand up? Where are you now? You're going to get it. I promise you I'd give it to you. Where are you? Stand up, you wimp. Where are you? He's here, and what he did was he pulled a neat trick. He suspended me and tried not to pay me. And as we all know in the broadcasting business, you can't suspend a guy and not pay him. So we sued him. And last time we saw him was in a court. But actually, I want to thank him for doing that for me because I've got a great job now at NBC. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be having this job.
Thank you for
Also, I want to thank Wally Clark, who now is Rick's boss. Wally, of course, abandoned me in Detroit. Wally left town, and then the next week I woke up, my station was country, where I was known as Hopalong Howie. And thanks to Wally, I ended up in Washington, which was a hell of a lot better than Detroit, so I want to thank Wally. He's a good guy. Wally did give me a raise before he left. He says, I'm leaving, what the hell, you can have $20,000 more.
I'd like to thank Howard for not answering that question.
WFIL, Howard Stern is our guest in studio this morning. It's 7:47. You can call Howard and ask him any questions you want to ask him about losing his job. See, we share listeners because WNBC is an AM station in New York, and WFIL overlaps with WNBC in New Jersey, in the Pineys. 3 people who live there and have filled out their Arbitron diaries, and like both of us, we want to congratulate you. And those people who really like us in New Brunswick and have to listen to us with all that static, and those people who live in Trenton and have been throwing away their beat boxes just to get us, we're really pleased to have you. And I know it's a strain, but this is the only thing left on live radio. There are very few disc jockeys in the country who have freedom shows anymore. Howard Stern was one of them in New York at NBC. Got fired last week for being, we don't know what the reason was. He's too smutty or something. But I cleaned up my act quite a bit. They've asked me to tone it down, and they've sent in, Lynn Broadcasting has sent in a censor. It's electronic. So every time I say something that gets close to something wrong, that goes off. And we have a good check system. I mean, I haven't gone over the line in at least since Howard's been fired. I've been so well behaved because the baby's on the way. And I'm just afraid. That's all. I don't want to lose my job this week. I have to wait. We don't have the Blue Cross. It won't kick in until after the kid comes. So for another week, I'll be real good shape until we have the baby.
Well, what the hell are you talking about?
Watch it, Howard. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch your language today. I don't want you to take me with you.
I'm not ready yet. I'm making my coffee here.
Kamikaze jock. Makes his own coffee. No interns for him here. We'll loan you ours.
No thanks.
He does windows. Carl?
You should see the interns I had.
You want to do Howard's coffee?
I'd love to.
Anybody want to call Howard Stern this morning on
Let me see you stir.
WFIL? I forgot where I was. That's WFIL.
WF.
Call us at 263-8900, 966-3900. And while you're at it, you can register your doggy for the Doggy Fair, which takes place Sunday at Woodhaven Arena. Every time someone registers a dog, we get $10 from Gaines Dog Food to give to the SPCA. So we want to sneak in as many people as we can. And your dog doesn't have to be particularly talented. It can be just like you. Call us at 263-8900 and register your dog. We got sports here this morning?
Yeah.
Sure. Would I have to beg for it?
What?
We didn't do the
rap?
setup.
You going to do a rap on this? Oh, good. All right.
We got the actuality pieces in this newscast.
Finally, have gotten Jeff to do a rap this morning sometime.
Yes, we are going to do one this morning.
Good.
Maybe from Mr. Stern. Kansas City Royals have evened up the American League playoffs 5-3 win last night. When darkness comes tonight, the Royals will battle the Blue Jays in a winner-take-all 7th game of the playoffs. Cards take a 3-2 lead into tonight's 6th game with the Dodgers. Major League umpires are still battling over playoff pay. Their contract says they get paid for a 5-game playoff, but this year the playoffs go 7 games. To arbitrate the dispute, the baseball leagues have actually hired former President Richard Nixon. Umpire union leader Richie Phillips says he's overjoyed that Nixon's in because, well, he and his wife have been sleeping with the former president.
We were both very comfortable with President Nixon.
But, Richie, don't you think he'll run a tape on your bedroom conversations?
We both trust him.
But can Nixon perform age 74?
Both feel very confident in him.
Oh, well, politics makes strange bedfellows. WFIL Sports Time, 7:50.
And sports is brought to you by For Big and Tall Only Men's Store.
Did you know that the smallest...
Your premier dealer in Franklinville is American Appliance, South Delsey Drive, Franklinville, New Jersey.
Now an editorial presented by AM Show editorial director, Staff Sergeant Chuck Calhoun, United States Marine Corps retired. Ladies and gentlemen, Sergeant Calhoun.
Attention! Yes, sir! Now, it has come to our attention that New Jersey's clean-as-a-whistle Casino Control Commission has gone hog wild. Yes, sir! Members have gone crazy, denying licenses to major corporations wishing to open gambling halls in Atlantic City. Yes, sir! First, they denied a license to Playboy. Yes, sir! Then they denied a license to the Hilton Hotel chain. Yes, sir! Are they crazy? I said they must be crazy, you two-bit gambling chit, stupid twit, unfit, dumb as credit crazy Looney Tune losers. Two-bit gambling chit, stupid twit, unfit, dumb as credit crazy Looney Tune losers, sir. We, the staff of the AM Show, are unable to figure out why Resorts International won a license renewal when 2 other questionable companies were denied theirs. Yes, sir. Everybody knows you can find a card game on any street corner in Atlantic City. Yes, sir. Everybody knows hookers own the streets at night there. What? They do? They sure do. You woman-buying, wife-lying, moaning, sighing, syphilis-suffering Johns. Woman-buying, wife-lying, moaning, sighing, syphilis-suffering Johns, sir. Now, if the hookers on the streets, pickpockets roam the alleys, and burglars rob hotel rooms, why can't a couple of businessmen get casino licenses? Why? Because they're criminals. You state pen 5 to 10 jail cell gigolos. State pen 5 to 10 jail cell gigolos, sir. We, the staff of the AM Show, recommend the U.S. Marines apply for a casino license. Then, if the clean-as-a-whistle Casino Control Commission refuses the request, they'll be gambling with their lives. Yes, sir. You're dismissed. Thank you, sir. Now hit that jingle.
The time is 7:55 a.m.
AM Radio 56. Of course, we have the news coming up in just a minute, but Howard Stern is our in-studio guest. Those of you who miss him on the radio are going to love him. I want you to know also concurrently that he has brought his guest co-host, Robin Quivers, who is, it's like talking to a redwood tree. She's here this morning with us. We have some phone calls pouring in. Hi, you're on the air on FIL.
Hi, is this Joey?
Yes.
Don't you pay attention?
Hey, I was wondering,
God.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
How come you don't have the raps on anymore?
Oh, the rap will be on later. Jeff is busy.
Oh, I was just wondering, are you going to have the Kevin on?
Kevin who?
Look, Mr. Killen.
What the hell are you talking about?
Stop calling and asking about your kid.
Oh. Yeah, Jeff will be on with the rap quarter after the hour.
Get this guy off the phone. He's bored.
You don't like him, huh?
No.
You want to talk to Howard Stern?
No, that's all right.
I don't want to talk to you either.
He hung up on you, too. Hi, who's this?
How you doing? Oh, Joey, this is Mark. How you doing?
Hi, Mark.
Hey, is Howard there?
Yes,
Don't
right
you
here.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can't...
Wait. You're all clapping, and we can't hear the sound because of our cheap phone system. Okay, now what is it?
I said I can't believe
Just pretend you're on Sprint. Everybody take a turn and a breath.
Now we really can't hear you.
I can't believe I wasted the time to listen to Howard in New York. Hey, Howard, what did they fire you for? Dial a date or what?
I can't believe I'm wasting my time listening to you.
Oh, well, you see, that's the way it goes. You see, you have to, when you get booted off of NBC, you got to come down here to a fourth-rate city. You know, God, how's it feel to be, on the other side of the fence now?
You should see the studio. I feel like I'm in the coat room at WNBC.
Stop it. FIL, hi.
Where's this Howard Stern guy?
It's right here.
Is he a real, true, honest, goodness, quaalude-sucking homosexual?
FIL, hi.
Tell Mom I said hi.
Yes, you're on the radio, ma'am.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Can I talk to Bill?
Bill who?
What do you mean, Bill who?
Hold on a minute. You want to talk to Bill off the air or on the air?
Off the air.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I want to listen.
Here's a Jersey call. Hi, overlap.
Hey, Joey, how you doing?
Good.
Good. I see you got the other Mr. Obnoxious with you this day.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
that makes three of us.
We got to do the news.
In the mirror again, Howard?
We got to do the news. Hold on for a second, all right?
I got to be quick this morning.
Yeah, we got to get these insults out of the way here. Do you have anything meaningful to say, sir, before we do the news?
Yeah, goodbye.
Just asking Howard how does it feel to be here in Philadelphia, being that he was up in that other loser city. He came down to a great town now.
It sucks.
What would you expect him to say? All right, Howard Stern is our guest this morning on WFIL 263-8900-966-3900 if you want to talk to Howard. Right here on TalkNet, where we feature a new talk show host tonight. We have, starting tonight, we have Bruce Williams on TalkNet, and then...
A little to the left.
Overnight will be Sally Jesse Raphael.
Who took the last coffee when she split this morning.
And immediately following Bruce Williams will be Ask Anita. So be sure to call us. And
Oh, yeah. That's so bad.
WFIL in Philadelphia. Here's Jeff with the news now.
FIL Philadelphia.
Live from New York.
The proceeding does not necessarily represent the opinion of the management.
I'm a believer. There's Mickey Dolan's making a monkey of himself. There's the monkeys making people of themselves. 807. Mazda's in the cold ground. There it is. Joey Reynolds, WFIL. I don't know where I am anymore. Howard Stern is our guest in studio. I got to call somebody here. This is an outgoing call. It's the only way we can get away with having the company pay for the call is if I call on the show. I got to get my laundry. I did that yesterday. Called my stockbroker. Called my mom. No, I didn't call my mom. Called my wife. She's not in labor. Let's see. All the calls that the station pays for have to be done on the air. It's a capital expenditure that way. Otherwise, I am not allowed to bill it to the station. They do not allow me to make calls after 10. Is there someone answer this phone?
Hello. This is 548.
Oh, wait, I don't get the number here. Okay, now, anyway.
No one can talk to you live, so please leave your name, number, and time of call after the beep. No time limit has been set on the message, but don't get carried away, okay? Thank you.
Oh, Neil Zorn? This is the Time Fairy. We're just calling because we want you to come down and do our show. Because that rag you work for, that Delaware County Times, you've become such a screaming sensation. I emphasize the word scream. That we know that the Inquirer is going off strike, and you're going to have some heavy, stiff competition from Delaware. Do you know what show this is? It's the
A.M.
A.M.